Hey everyone, I'm Sarah with Fisher Price Ranch. First off, please hit that subscription button down below and the notification bell for updates on our next videos. So we are 10 days into breeding season and we have 6 does that are bred so far, but we have run into an issue. I'm going to show you what that is. Unfortunately, having bucks in rut can cause damage. Here's our update. They're getting so big. Mama's been feeding them well. So we have our pen separated just by a fence and electric. And unfortunately, Wrecker and Rocky Road over there decided to mangle our fence. It's not good. As you can see, they've ripped it off of the T-post. They've done a bunch of damage. This is not repairable. So we are going to have to fix this section of fencing. And we're probably going to add an extra row of electric to hopefully keep them from doing this again. Unfortunately, it's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do this without mixing my goats around. I'm probably going to have to lock these guys out there, close this gate, so that way this pen is empty, and then we can tear out this section of fence. Luckily, it's not a huge section. It just goes from this T-post to that T-post there, and we'll just restring a new row and fix the electric and add another row of electric. But it's more work that I did not want to have to do. Alright, so I've got this pen empty, all the goats are out there, so now our next step, because these guys, even if they get in here, it's not a very big pen, our next step is to take the electric wire off and set it on the ground, and then we're going to tear down the old fencing. So as I'm taking down this old fencing, I'm actually seeing blood on the fence all over the place. So since it's on this side, I'm going to assume it's from Rocky. How you doing there, bud? Yep, it's right on his head. Hey, Rocky. Hey, come here. You don't care. It don't look bad. It ain't like dripping blood. It's just the hair on his forehead is a little bit bloody. Alright, so now we've got all the electric wire off and all the fence clips are now off all the way to this corner T-post. I still have to get that small corner one done, taken off, but we're going to go ahead and start unclipping all the old fencing. Alright, so I got it all down except for the corner, so I just got to undo that, and then we're going to restring the new fence. So hopefully, if we can do this, and then what we'll do is we're going to run an extra 2 rows of hot wire along this fence here, and along this fence on both sides. So hopefully that will deter them from doing it again. Alright, old fencing is gone, and now we've got our new fencing going up. I got to tie it into that T-post over there so we can pull it tight to over here, and then we'll work on the electric. So I think I've come up with a plan. That way this does not happen, because as you can see, Wrecker is flirting with does that are not his, and it's just going to keep causing problems with the back and forth fighting. Rocky's over there flirting with does that are not his, and that's what's causing them to hit the fence to try and get to the other girls. So, Rocky Road has bred 2 out of 3 of his girls, and so Bonnie here is the last one to go into heat, and it looks like she's going into early heat. She's starting to wag her tail. And his other 2 girls are just out here lounging around. They've already been bred. So I think what we're going to do to get this middle pen to be empty, that way he's too far away to try and get to those girls to mess with them. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move Bonnie and Rocky into the quarantine pen. That way they're completely in their own separate pen, away from any other goats. And then the goats that are in the quarantine, which is Joe and the 3 little yearlings, or not even yearlings, they were born December, so you know they're only 6 months old. I think they are 7 months old, whatever it is. Anyway, those 3 and Joe will be moved into this quarantine pen along with these 2 girls because they're already bred. Joe's our weather, so nobody can breed, and hopefully they do not go back into heat. And then the little girls should not really do anything enough to get Wrecker too excited. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, see, Rocky's he's gonna end up tearing up that fence. So it'll be easiest to just move these 2 goats, and then we'll move Joe and the 3 girls up here, and I think that should calm things down enough that we shouldn't have any problems after this. Alright, so the pen is now empty again. Brandon helped me. We got the fencing pulled tight, and it's anchored to the tree. And so now I'm just reclipping it all nice and tightly to the T-post, and then we can reconnect the hot wire. Alright, new fence is up. It looks much better, nice and tight, and we have the electric up. Now we're going to go ahead and move Rocky. I think we'll go ahead and put Dip and Dot and Bonnie in there. I've already moved Tipsy, the white one, back over there with Bazooka. That way, if she goes back into heat, because she didn't take the first time, then at least she's with a good buck. And we're going to move the little doelings that we retained into this weaning pen. And I think we're just going to put Joe back into the buck pen with Buddy. The only reason we moved Joe before is because we had Rocky in there, and Joe's a little bit bigger than Rocky, and he kept pushing Rocky off the does, even though Joe is a wether. So, to make it easier for Rocky, we took Joe out. So I think we're just going to put Joe back in. We'll put the girls in here, put these 3 over in the quarantine, and I think we should be good after that. Alright, so everybody's officially moved where they belong. But as you can hear, I'm still clicking somewhere. The goats have been really messing with this electric, and I just saw they just spilled their water. So I gotta fix that now too. But anyway, now I have to go around and find where the electric wire is touching the fence and fix that now. Oh my goodness. So people tell you that goat farming is all fun and games. It is really not. It is quite frustrating. I'm out here fixing the electric, and I look over. Show you what happened. So as you can see, Wrecker is not in the pen that he's supposed to be in. He jumped the fence. This guy's getting really frustrating for me. So now I gotta get these girls away from him. Luckily, I think he wouldn't even try and, I don't know, he might try and attempt to breed them. But anyway, we have to get Wrecker out of here now. Well, as you can see, I'm hot and exhausted. I'm glad that the day is almost over. Hopefully, we did get the electric working properly, so hopefully Wrecker will not jump out again. Kind of wait and see how it goes. But anyway, thanks for joining us on a horrible day. We'll see you guys next time.